So on the surface, what most people think about with podcast guesting is, oh, like I'm going to go on this podcast. There's some people listening that might like me and they might opt into my email and then they might buy my coaching. And that's all true. Like that's great. I would describe that as more of the linear aspect of podcast guesting. And it's pretty predictable. If you do it right and you're telling the right stories on the right podcast with the right call to action, that alone creates an ROI on your time that most people would say is really worth it if you have an offer that backs it up. What about the relationship part of this? So every podcast I'm on, I build a relationship with the host. I wouldn't know Allan Dib had he not accepted me to be on his podcast. And maybe 3 years down the road, we'll be out at a conference and we'll collaborate on something. And I'll be like, wow, what a difference that made in my life. But every podcast, I at least meet a new host. And if I foster that relationship and I do a good job as a guest, they're going to know me, right? And that's important. There are the listeners. And the other thing that opens up to me now is all the guests on your show. I'm not going and pitching and doing anything weird with them, but I will look at who those people are and we might very well connect on LinkedIn and I might find collaboration opportunities. And so it kind of opens up this sort of backstage pass into the other guests. So there's lots of different layers to this relationship building.